Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, welcome back to another Wednesday Night Live. Feels like forever ago I was live because I didn't go last week because we were traveling. We decided to leave early for Gettysburg due to the fact of weather here in Connecticut on our scheduled day and time. So we literally left 11 and a half hours early, made it just west of Allentown, and spent the night there at a hotel, waited for the thunderstorms to roll in and roll out. And come Thursday morning at 9 a.m. after breakfast, we were on the road and headed to Gettysburg. And we got there. And as soon as we got there, a wee bit time later, we had a wonderful couple meet us up at the Gettysburg Harley Davidson or Gettysburg Motorsports, whatever you want to call them. And who was that lovely couple? The one and only Backlight and Keltfire. Hello, you two.
Hey, Doc, how's it going? Oh, yeah.
So you guys were there basically for Friday for Gettysburg. And then you guys took off to go to Baggers and Brews, which is awesome, for a great event to supporting a great cause. But I'm more interested in hearing your experiences of Gettysburg Bike Week. Was this your first time at Gettysburg Bike Week?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the first time we went.
So what did you think?
We would like to go back next year.
Yeah.
So it was worth the trip.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Now, what did you like the most about it? What really sat there and says, hey, we got to go back next year?
Do you wanna take that?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, the best thing about the trip was you.
Oh, thank you.
You and Mel.
That's not saying much, saying I was the best part of it. No, yes, me, no.
Yeah. Well, Gettysburg is a very interesting place. When we were there, I mean, not only your passion for the history and what happened there, but there's also a sense of how important that place is for the people that suffered and died there, how they've preserved it. The closest word I can come to describing it is ominous, but not ominous makes it sound like it was really negative, but it wasn't negative. It was just how important it was.
Yeah,
You can sense, even just riding through there down, is it
Emmitsburg Road.
Emmitsburg Road, just riding through there. When we first rode through there, I was just like, oh, okay. It's beautiful, but it's also very humbling.
What about you, Factlight? What'd you think?
Well, the area is beautiful. I love the pubs. That was really nice. The traditional feel. The battlefield was something. And, we didn't get to really experience Gettysburg because we left midday Friday and rode to New Jersey. And then we didn't get back until about 10 o'clock Saturday night. So we missed out on some people that we really wanted to get to see, but we had some extenuating circumstances while we were in New Jersey. So you'll have that, but I really want to do it again.
There you go. Now, Friday for me was awesome because we got to hang out with you and Keltfire. Watch Keltfire select some boots and you select some boots there. That was always fun. And then riding to our B&B, get us checked in and the bike unloaded and changed over from full tour mode to partial tour mode, which means we just swapped out the seat to something a little bit more manageable. And then we went for a ride around the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit. And what you guys don't know was Saturday morning after breakfast, the historian that comes there, who's certified historian with the federal government for the Gettysburg Also, he's been on A&E as an advisor for the Battle of Gettysburg. He's been on Discovery Channel. He was a paid advisor for the movie Gettysburg. So I think he knows a thing or two about Gettysburg more than I do. And he is quite impressive on his knowledge of the actual battle, of names and people and places and what actually happened. He looked at us Saturday because it was drizzling on and off and says, what are you guys planning on doing later, after the lecture? I says, not really much. It's because it's drizzling on and off. And he's like, well, how would you like a personal inside tour of Little Round Top and Devil's Den? And I said, count me in. And he gave us such great insight of both places and then took us to Culp's Hill. Now, to give everybody what Culp's Hill, Devil's Den is the eye of the fishhook. Culp's Hill is the point of that fishhook of the Union battle lines. And also on July 1st, 1863, the first day of Battle of Gettysburg, that's where it was fought. It wasn't fought downtown. That didn't happen until July 2nd. Culp's Hill was the first day of the battle, which is right outside of Gettysburg. So it's really, really important. Zach, what did you think of Gettysburg?
I'd say it was probably the busiest I've seen in.
I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to mute Fat Glide. There you go. I would say, in my opinion, this has been the best this rally has been as far as bands, as far as fireworks, as far as vendors, and as far as crowd-wise. It has been the best. And I've only been to the bike rally now 3 years in a row. Unfortunately, I won't be going back next year because I have bigger plans for 2026 that I need to save my money for, and vacation time. So
I'm just gonna say hi to everybody.
Yep. Oh, look who else is here. Now, this was your second year going to Gettysburg. What did you think?
I love Gettysburg. I always love going there.
Right, but as far as the rally,
It's good as usual.
yeah, but to me, it was better this year than previous.
It seemed fine to me. It just a little different in some of the vendors, but that's okay.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, there were different vendors. And then, Zach, what did you do on Saturday?
Um,
In the oppressive heat.
yeah, I roasted. Saturday. Oh, we had some friends. They would come down with us. They rolled in Friday night. So we wanted to take them out and about. That was their first time coming down to Gettysburg and Bike Week and everything. So we tried hitting up most of the hot spots, and it was definitely hot. And I mean, Battlefield Harley was packed.
Yep.
I've never seen it like that ever. But just checking that out, took them into town, took them over to the Heritage Center, took them for the short little tour that they offer, checked out the vendors around there, and then bebopped over to the convention center.
Yeah. And then we met up for dinner.
Yeah, was that Saturday or Friday?
That was Saturday because, oh, wait, no, that was Friday.
No, it was Friday.
Friday.
That was Friday. That's right. Long
Saturday.
weekend because Thursday night, Fat Guy and Kelpfire and I and Mel, we went out to dinner, which was a good time. What did you guys think of that restaurant?
Oh, that was nice. That was quite a
Nice.
nice.
Now, if you curious the type of restaurant I took Kelpfire and Fat Guy to, it's an old English, and I mean English like England, pub in the basement of this building that dates back to the Revolutionary War. So, a lot of history in there. And then Zach, Megan, Mel, and I went on Friday to
Farnsworth.
Farnsworth house for dinner, and there's still bullet holes in that building from the Battle of Gettysburg when the battle actually went into downtown.
And at that house is the sniper that shot Jenny Wade up the road.
Yep.
In that house.
So, yep. And those are our two favorite places to eat. Yep. There you go. The photos.
The basement of that Farnsworth, not Farnsworth, of Dobbins' house was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dobbins' house. Okay, yeah.
Dobbins' house, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know you were taking pictures of me in the first one.
No, the food was good. The company was great. I'd love to do it again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Zach, sorry we didn't
We still
get
missed
to meet up with
again.
you and Meg. Somebody decided that her bike was tired and needed to lay it down in the middle of the street.
I heard it wasn't her fault.
The bike was
Oh, it was both of our fault for sure. I was following too close and we were going a little too fast on the road we were on. And I mean, she probably wasn't going 5 miles an hour when the bike went out from under. I was right beside her. I'm fairly certain the bruise on the outside of her leg came from my engine guard. And when I came into contact with her, it just kind of shot the bike out to the left. So, but she was wearing all her gear. She doesn't have a single scratch on her, just a bruise on her calf. And then, yeah, she rested up most of the day and then we rode from Jersey back to Gettysburg with one stop.
Ow. So Bryce says, and hello, Bry the biker. He says her bike is now called Titanic.
Titanic.
Did you hit an iceberg?
I did. No. I was saving a busload of nuns and orphans from a pack of wild bears.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Big Mike says, you guys are okay, and that's all that counts. That's correct.
Yeah.
Because the
Absolutely.
bike can be fixed.
I got-
you know?
Okay, Bob and I
I got it.
collided with my bike when I rode. I got a spike in my thigh.
Now, let me ask Tom, how many
Pinch
times has she hit you with that?
Amazingly, none yet.
Yeah.
Key word is yet.
Well
Yes,
done.
I put that in there on purpose.
Yep. So you guys took off the Baggers and Brews on Friday, which was a shame because, well, I had the meet and greet there Saturday from 1 to 3, and I could tell you that was the worst time of the day to do it. The heat index was 105 degrees.
Yeah.
Sitting underneath a tent packed with people just to get shade. Not a good idea.
It felt
You
like
get a good turnout though.
Yeah, we had a really good turnout, which I was surprised due to the heat index. And right around 2:30, that's it, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get out of this heat because that's what we did. Is we got out of the heat on Saturday, went back to our room, cooled off, and then came back later in the evening for the concerts, which was amazing. Jasmine Kane did a really good job with a hardwire. She did a good job. Drowning Pool. Well, let me back up. Saliva did a great job, as always. Drowning Pool did not open up strong, and they opened up the most popular song, but they changed the intro to this song, which ruined the whole song for me. I don't know. Zach, what'd you think about that?
It caught me off guard.
Yeah, I was like, how can you change such an iconic song that really put you guys on the map, took you off the side stage at Ozfest and put you on the main stage, and you change it? I understand, yes, you have a new lead singer because the original lead singer passed away due to complications with his heart, and I get that. However, don't change it.
it sounded weird.
It did sound weird. I was like, what the?
At first, I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, it started to sound like a cover band trying to change things.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least they didn't do the weird vocal gymnastics. Most of that happens in covers.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Spooker.
So, in my opinion, was the best Gettysburg ever. Part of the people we surrounded ourselves with. That was a big part of it. When you surround yourself with the right people, no matter how bad the event is, it's always going to be great because you're with the right people having a great time. 2, it was also the best year they've had in a long time. It's under new management and has been for the past few years. And they're bringing in bigger and better bands. And I could tell you, all right, everybody says, well, they charge you for the vendor village. Yes, they do. But it's really not that much. I mean, a 1-day pass is $20.
Yeah.
The 3-day pass is $70. And then the 4-day, no, it's $35 for a 3-day pass, and then $50 for the 4-day pass.
Yeah.
So it's for a couple, for 2 people, it's $100.
Yeah.
And
That's not bad at all.
For a lot of people that would look ahead and they read up and follow Gettysburg Bike Week, there's plenty of opportunities to get deals and discounts and all that.
And not just that, to put it in perspective, TMMR, if you didn't pay ahead of time and you were not prior military or still in the military, it's $150 per person for the 4 days. So comparatively, $100 for 2 people or $300 for 2 people for TMMR, which, I'll never complain about it. I mean, I was fortunate enough that they accepted my credentials for my YouTube channel as press. We got press passes. So that was pretty cool. I got it around here somewhere.
Yeah, well, what's it for one night at the Buffalo Chip in Sturgis?
Depending on the band, actually.
Right.
Yeah, here it is.
So,
I still have mine too.
We will get press passes for Gettysburg. So I'm going to keep this as a souvenir because that was the first time I was able to get it. I've asked many years, but it was kind of cool that we were able to get it.
Gene said, Kelly said it was always too hot. Last year didn't seem as satanically hot as this year.
No.
This year took the cake.
Oh my God, I felt like walking into a crematorium on Saturday.
yeah, Saturday was hot.
Yeah.
Thursday wasn't bad.
Dark Soul says book now to get rooms cheap or less expensive. And he's right. That's why last year we booked our B&B when we left.
There's great options.
So what you're saying is to get your room next year, we got to book now.
Yep. Just like any other rally you go to, if you're going to reserve a campsite or get a room, you book it ahead of time to get the best pricing. Because if you wait till last minute and there's a shortage of space at a hotel, motel, bed and breakfast, or campsite, the prices start going way up.
Yep.
Oh God. Even the next town over in Laconia, it's Lincoln. They've jacked the prices up ridiculously. Yep. And that's not even directly in Laconia.
Not even close, Hardwire. Not even close.
Yes.
But Evil Rick's on it tonight, getting everybody's channel up there. Thank you, Evil Rick. Mm-hmm. But I mean, Friday was a great time. We got to go around the battlefield. Spent a lot of time. I mean, if you guys want to hear a small piece of what we learned just at Little Round Top, I'll more than happy to share. But if you're not interested, I won't share.
No, very interested. Your passion for this subject is quite contagious.
Yeah, well, it's because of her. Seriously, I was not a history buff when we met.
I was always into it from when I was a kid.
Yep. So as we were dating and going through our marriage and everything and the years living together, I became a history buff. So what I learned was everybody knows the movie Gettysburg, where Colonel Chamberlain is the hero of Little Round Top. He was the man who won the Battle of Gettysburg and everything, right? He was the colonel who was in charge of the 20th Maine. Well, what not been told was where the Confederate line was coming up the backside of Little Round Top. Behind that was Bravo Company of the 20th Maine full of sharpshooters, and they were behind the Confederacy. And their company commander, I forget the captain's name. I mentioned it in the video.
Oh, he talked about.
Captain Wellis or something like that.
Well, yeah.
His orders were: do not fire on the whole line. Fire at the last man in line as they're walking away from us. And then when they retreated back, they would fire at the last man on the opposite end. So they didn't know which way the fire was coming from. And they would do this on every advance and retreat going up the hill. Well, unfortunately, Bravo Company ran out of ammo. And the Bravo Company commander gave the order fixed bayonets. And now in the movie Gettysburg, you see Colonel Chamberlain say, that's what we're going to do, and yells, bayonets. Mm-hmm. Which in fact was the Bravo Company commander that did that, and Chamberlain's looking down going, that's a good idea. We should do that.
Hey, Penny. Miss Penny.
So, and of course, Colonel Chamberlain wrote his memoirs of the battlefield. He was the governor of Maine. He was president of a college and
wanted to be president.
So, he gets all the glory.
He's not going to lie and say he didn't do something. He's going to make himself the hero, as with any autobiography.
Right.
Nice. Let me know, Hardwire, when you go live. I'll tune in and watch, man. Yeah. So, yeah. So that's pretty interesting that we learned that little tidbit of it. And another tidbit we learned about Devil's Den was the best shooter in the whole Confederate Army. And remember, Lee's army was only one corps out of the 4 corps of Confederate. There was only one corps. So he had their best, well, he didn't have it, but that whole army of Lee's army, their best sharpshooter was just in front of Devil's Den, perched behind a rock, picking off artillerymen on top of Little Round Top.
Headshots.
Yeah, taking headshots. Well, the artillery commander got tired of that, and they figured out basically where the shots were coming from and just shelled that whole area with percussion. And they ended up killing him. But I think he killed like 14 to 20 guys before they got him.
Yeah, we have a picture of him by his.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Why don't you grab it?
We'll grab it.
It's an actual photo. It's a copy of a photo that was given to us by our guide. Which was taken just days after the Battle of Gettysburg. So it's pretty interesting. So, I mean, and as always, when we left on Sunday, I check weather and do everything and watch everything. And of course, we ride into thunderstorms. So here is the photo.
And you can see the notch in the boulder when you go up next to it. You can see where he had his knee kind of resting constantly.
So we stood in that very same spot, which I thought was pretty cool.
Sad fact is they left all the Confederates in the field for a very long time and not buried them.
Yeah.
I find that disturbing.
Yeah. They buried the Union within 48 hours.
Yeah.
But the Confederacy, they left out for months.
Yeah, very, very long time. Some of them didn't get married till 1888.
Yeah.
I know at the Heritage Center, they pushed that a lot about addressing how long it took for bodies to get laid to rest and removing them when they established the cemetery. And
I mean, like I said, every time I go to Gettysburg, I try to learn one new thing about that battle. And, there's just so much ground to cover there that and just in those 3 days of battle, there's just so much to absorb and learn and understand. And I find it humbling. I mean, when we walked out of that, what was that, Psychorama thing?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw my face. I was very humbled.
Yeah, that's
because they just covered the 3rd day of the battle Pickett's charge. And I'm sitting there humbled about the whole stuff.
No.
Let's see. You don't ghost people if he was
busy.
busy. You answer and say you're busy. Since I sent him the link to call, has not texted me since 2 days ago. Oh man. Well, hardware. You can always reach out to me. I'll help you out.
Shiloh.
Yep.
That's another place I
Yep.
want to go.
Yep. Thanks, Dallas. Appreciate it.
DDK.
Yeah. Let's see. Dallas says we need to take him. Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely.
Any battlefield, I'm in. I'm down.
Yep.
Even Antietam, the wilderness, what have you.
Yep. And hardwire, I'm with you. Do as you say, and it's that simple. If you say you're going to do it, do it. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, Doc, you and Mel need to head down this way. We only have like 14 battlefields within a half hour of the house.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, definitely. We
Well-
were talking about that on the ride home.
Well, next year is going to be pretty light for an event. We're going to Daytona, and that's it. And of
Yeah.
course, West Virginia
West Virginia.
for the Mob in the Mountain, and then that's it, because I need to save my vacation time and money to go to Sturgis in 2026.
Yeah, I think we're kind of on that same trend. I think we're doing Mob in the Mountains, and we're going to do Blue Ridge, and maybe another short trip, just Stacy and I. But we're saving for Sturgis.
Vicksburg.
Mississippi.
I heard about Vicksburg too.
Yeah.
I have a whole list of all the Civil War battlefields I'd love to go see.
There you go. Twiddle's originally from there.
Oh, cool.
So, so next year is going to be pretty light on events for us. This year, we're at 5 events completed this year, and 1 left to do.
Hey, if they want to meet us in Virginia Beach, Chuckers.
There you go. Grumman says, check out reenactments when they do the battles at the Shenandoah Valley. Yeah, right on.
Mhm. That's Virginia, right? Up to Shenandoah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's not far from you guys, is it?
2.5 hours.
No, not far at all.
Not too
As a
bad.
matter of fact, when we're in Ocean City, I was talking to Big Mike and Mel about it. They got it on one of the days, jumping on the bikes and just head down to Virginia Beach for lunch.
Yeah, you can do that because you're just going to go the
13
Big
over
Bridge
Chesapeake.
Tunnel.
Yep.
Yep.
I've driven over that many times, back and forth, going when I was stationed in Virginia, coming home, but I've never ridden it, so I'm really looking forward to riding it. I just hope it's not a windy day.
Yeah, because when the tractor trailers decide they want to look at the ocean, it's a rough day.
Oh, good. We could float.
Yeah. So, my favorite place to eat in Virginia Beach is Shuckers. I mean, the last time I went there, they ran out of oysters and clams. With a name like Shuckers, how do you run out of that stuff? And you're right there on the ocean.
I think it was
Yep.
March, spring break time, so that probably didn't help
Yeah.
because everybody's eating there. It was jam packed when we went too.
But even our departure got delayed when we were leaving Gettysburg.
Yeah, we ran.
We were going to just head out and just head home. Well, we hung out in the B&B till about 10:30. Then we decided to go back to Little Round Top and Devil's Den and hang out there for a couple hours and really take it all in. And because with our guide, he only had, we spent 4 hours with him, but he only had so much time. So we went back to really take it in. And what was also interesting that he pointed out is on Confederate Road, off of Emmitsburg Road, you take that into the backside of Little Round Top, there's a stone bridge that goes over a creek. Now, 2 things are historically important. The first is when they built that bridge and they used nothing but the rocks that they mined out of there. And they found dinosaur prints on some of the stones that are on the capstones of the bridge. And they left them there. Instead of cutting one stone straight across, they actually cut around the dinosaur print.
Oh, that's
That's pretty cool. And while they were there digging and setting up that bridge, they found out that that was a battlefield for ancient American Indian tribes.
Not my people.
So, if you think about that, there's something with that area going back to the dinosaur age, where there was, fights amongst dinosaurs, and then wars between Indian tribes, and then Civil War, all within that one area. Kind of cool, I think.
There's something to be said. Like Native Americans, we believe about tainted land or bad jujus it could carry on. It has an imprint and a lasting feeling. I can't think of the word for it, but you can almost sense it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, little tidbits like that I learned. If you saw the thumbnail for my video Sunday, that's actually on Confederate Avenue for the guns for the Virginia Northern Army.
Mm.
And for you Maryland folks, Maryland actually has 2 monuments on the battlefield. One of them's at Culp's Hill. The other one's over there on the main battlefield. The one on Culp's Hill belongs to the Confederacy. The one on the main battlefield belongs to the Northern. Maryland was a border state, so it was split in 2 between who fought for who fought for the Army of the Potomac and who fought for the Confederacy, which was interesting. But it's the only state's got 2 separate monuments.
Oh, what about the body they found from the Confederate Maryland guy?
Yeah.
Right behind that monument.
Yep, it's in the video. Right behind that monument, there is a stone and entrenchment where they found, it was the last body they found from the Confederacy, where he was actually scratching into the rock of his kills. And they found his body there. Of course, he was shot and killed during the battle. And he was the last one to be found of all the Confederate soldiers because of where he was. He was actually, you could still see the trench that they dug, the Union, to fortify the position. You could still see that, and I point that out in the video. But where he was behind that, so he was picking off Union soldiers from behind.
Yes, Gremlin, you're right. It is the Mason-Dixon line.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, what's interesting too on that is West Virginia is behind the Mason-Dixon line.
Sorry, Drew, you're Union.
But all of West Virginia fought for the Army of Potomac, not for the Confederacy. So that makes Drew a Yankee. Just saying.
Yeah, I learned that West Virginia became a state just a few months before the Battle of Gettysburg.
Because of secession, and they wanted to fight for it. And speaking of Maryland, oh no.
Hey, wild man.
Yep. So, I learned so much there.
We learn something every time we go.
Yeah, but this year we learned a lot.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was nice of him to take the time. I'll write him a thank you letter, I think.
Yeah, and of course, I gave him a pretty nice tip at the end of it from both of us. And he looks at me and goes, "Thank you very much. I'm going to put this right towards Make-A-Wish Foundation."
Aw.
All the tips he gets doing these seminars at the B&B, he puts towards Make-A-Wish. So,
That's awesome.
I mean, this guy's a great dude. He really is. So, hey, No worries, Gray. Welcome. Let's see. Is there any rednecks in the north too? Yeah, that's me.
Yes.
I don't know what I am. I sound Southern. I sound English. I sound like lots of things.
I am a born and bred Yankee. Lived down south for many years while I was in the military, and I have Southern values. I think.
I wanted to have a Gone with the Wind wedding theme.
Well, Stacy was born in Ohio. I was born in Pennsylvania. We both live in Virginia, so
yeah.
I have cousins who have never left Ohio that fly.
I thought you were going to tell me you have cousins that are kissing cousins. All right.
I was summoned and hatched.
Yeah, she was. She was summoned. She's a demon.
With coffee, bourbon, and cats.
Yeah, me too. If money was not an object, I would definitely move south. You know, yep. Iron Butterfly says 200% Southern over here. That's why she's my favorite Southern belle, because she could trace her lineage all the way back. All the
Revolution.
way back. Yep, to the Revolution.
And
down south, not in the north.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dallas.
Dallas has Civil War ancestors he was telling us about.
Yep. Who fought for the Confederacy. So, see, Greg says, I'm half-breed, born in Illinois, moved to Alabama and Memphis, then back up here. Why would you go back?
Depends, different reasons.
There you go. DAR members, which is
Daughters of the American Revolution.
That's it.
Yeah.
I can't claim anything being adopted. All I know is I'm Native American.
Yeah.
From
Okay.
the Dakota, South Dakota.
Yeah.
From the 1700s.
Yeah.
My family goes back.
I have to stay in the north for I have the attitude for no apparent reason. Oh, I would love to live down south, to be honest with you. I really would. And
a little too hot.
one of my favorite places that I would want to live, and people are going to look at me like I'm crazy, is the peninsula of Virginia. Newport News, Virginia Beach, Williamsburg, not Hampton, Virginia. No.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
Try to stay away from the military bases. You want to be where the wild horses are.
And you don't want to be in Newport News. You want to be in Yorktown.
Yep, I could take Yorktown too. No, I liked Newport News when I was there, to be honest with you.
Yeah, how long ago was that?
Before Stacy was born in 1989.
Yeah, no, stay out of Newport News.
You're so kind.
Denby, maybe.
Let's see. Dark
Not
said,
Newport News.
yes, that's right. His
That
wife
is
has
so
a
cool.
house, a family house, that is on the battlefield of Gettysburg, which is amazing. They don't own it now. It's not a family home now, but it was a family home during the battle. You know?
Children.
Yeah,
I was wrestling around with mine before I got on. That's what was taking me so long.
Hardwire, you're always welcome. Always. I got a spare room. If you don't mind little cats, you're fine.
My little black pussy's in here with us now. He's sleeping.
Gremlin says he's just a mutt. No, he's Gandalf the Grey.
You shall not pass.
I mean, look at this profile picture. Does that not say Gandalf the Grey?
Does that make Jake one of his hobbits?
Wow, Jake's not even here to defend himself.
Damn.
Well, we always call him the 3'6" Mafia.
No, he left the 3'6" Mafia, went with his own kind to the 2'3" Mafia.
Okay, that makes him a hobbit then. He just doesn't have creepy hairy feet, which is a good thing.
Yeah, so Dark Souls Wife's is the Trossel House. Hopefully I pronounced that right.
Trossel or yeah, something like that.
Yep, and it's right there on the battlefield. It's pretty cool.
It is.
We've ridden by it many times, and he showed us pictures. I'm like, I know that house.
Now, unfortunately, they gutted the inside, which to me, as a history lover, saddens me.
Yep. Now, where we stayed at the Battlefield Bed and Breakfast, the actual room we stayed in, which was part of the barn. And if you know anything about the Battle of Gettysburg, any freestanding barn during and after the battle was a hospital for the wounded and dying. So they say our room is haunted. I have not.
I heard dragging and I smelt brimstone, which is like sulfur.
No, that was me.
Ew. I'm gonna put a plug in your butt.
Hey, you know,
Cork
when
you.
you have things like prime rib for dinner, you can't help it.
Sulfur or methane?
Sulfur. I smelled sulfur, not his farts.
Let's see. I refer. I'm in Connecticut, Dark Souls.
Ohio.
Yeah.
That's you guys are more west than
Yeah, he's northwest from us.
Mhm.
But that's okay.
I've never been to Ohio.
You know, Dark, you come on out. I got a bike you could ride.
Lots of ghosts at that B&B. Yes, Mike. I sense them.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, gliding?
Nori.
Working in his shop. Right on. Good for you. Let's see,
We
Mike
go-
says lots of ghosts at that B&B. Yeah, Mike and I stayed there the first time I went down to Gettysburg. I was planning on doing a turn and burn right down in early morning, spend the day and come back late night. And he says, mind if I go? I said, sure, come on along. He goes, you want to spend the weekend? My treat. I said, sure, let's spend the weekend, and I'm splitting the cost with you. And that was the first trip Mike and I took together, and we haven't looked back. We've been on a few other trips together and we always have a great time. I mean, Mike's an awesome dude.
Yes.
Yep. Hey, Zach, someone wants to know, is yours clutch fixed?
Oh Lord. No, but it held together and everything's fine. And that's due to the southern hospitality from the one and only Twiddledee. Still thanking you, sir. But now the bike will be getting rolled into Troy's garage here probably after this Saturday. Getting ready for Ocean City.
Clutch overheated or something?
Yeah, stretch cable out and
It happens.
Because yours was overheating on the ride home at fucking GWB.
Oh,
uh,
so I followed the GPS down,
It's just like,
and it took me the way I wanted to go. So common sense would tell you if you hit return trip, it would take you back the same way you came. Nope. Lessons learned. Checked the route on the GPS because it took us up the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and by the time I figured out I was heading in the wrong direction, it was 40 miles out of where I wanted to be. So I wasn't backtracking. And I looked at Waze and looked at the traffic along the Jersey Turnpike and the George Washington Bridge, and it was reporting a 37-minute delay. And I'm like, I could live with a 37-minute delay.
it was longer than that.
They lied. It was a 3-hour delay.
A 3-hour.
And there's no room to lane split, and there are no breakdown lanes to go down.
No. Everybody's cutting everyone
After the what was that, Vince Lombardi rest stop?
Yeah.
There's nothing to.
nope, not a fucking place, man.
I could tell you, I was so grateful that I spent the time to put that clutch saver in from Advan Black on that bike before we made this trip, because I'm sitting there 3 hours inching along, on a slight incline. So I couldn't even put it in neutral and just foot pedal it along.
No, we got to adjust that next.
Yeah, I got to do a clutch adjustment thanks to that. But
Yeah.
For 3 hours, just rolling along at half mile an hour, and we were only less than 6 miles from the bridge, and it took us 3 hours to get over that bridge. Once we got over the bridge and picked up 9W,
We were fine.
easy peasy.
Yeah, ours wasn't that bad, but we come through Philly Saturday and we didn't realize there was a Phillies game and they were letting out right about the time we were coming through.
Oh, good Lord.
So, yeah, that made that fun.
Yep. And that's part of the reason why I take the ferry from Cape May, New Jersey to Lewis, Delaware, just to avoid all that Baltimore BS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Jack, how you doing? So, I mean, Baltimore is just as bad as New York City with traffic.
Yeah, Baltimore's horrible. DC's worse.
Just like Boston, any major city, Atlanta, it's all bad traffic, gone bad. Let's see, Danbury is about 40 minutes from me. So you're just over 9 hours to get to me. But so we do that. And the cool thing is you take the ferry across. It's an hour and 15-minute ride. So it adds, if I rode the whole thing around with no traffic, I get there at the same time. But I get to sit down, relax on the ferry, have a Bloody Mary after breakfast, and then get off the boat, and it's another hour and 20 minutes right into Ocean City.
Yeah, Greg, all big cities are crappy traffic.
Yep.
Bad all the time.
Yep, that they are. All right.
Yeah, I think we'd go up 95 up to Bowling Green, and then take 301 out to
Yeah, with
yeah. Wepa, CVO, and we met in Daytona 2022. Great dude. We hung out, had a great time. And we follow each other here on the social medias and YouTube. And we actually connected while we're down in Gettysburg. He came up for the day. And he was there on Saturday, took off Saturday night, and rode up Saturday morning, spent the day, and rode back. And it was great to see him and his wife and his friends. It was awesome hanging out with them. It really was. Let's see. All right, pass me on your way to the let's see. The farthest I've been was Wildwood, New Jersey. Oh, right on. That's not too. That's actually halfway down the Jersey Garden State Parkway. Yeah. So good luck fitting out that trailer. If anybody doesn't know, Rolling Throttle is going to have a booth set up at House of Harley in Milwaukee for their homecoming, doing suspension installs. So if you want some suspension technologies, reach out, make the appointment, and you get the free install.
Yes.
And
you got one of the old shirts, the H2 old school shirts.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
So yeah, he's just south of Canton.
New Jersey?
A little south. No, Ohio. So yeah. So I mean, I might have to get my
Yeah, I would suggest that it's worth it. Oh hell yeah.
Yep. Dr. Jerowitz is getting her suspension done this week. I got the bike and I got the suspension. So on the operating table it goes.
And then we can wash the muddy road glide.
Yeah.
Pull it out tomorrow. Hose off.
Yeah. So
standing water.
We're on the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and it's starting to get gray and cool off. And I'm like, this is awesome. It's no longer 100 degrees. It's 80 degrees. And it felt so much cooler.
Actually, it felt like 70. It was like awesome.
And then we started feeling raindrops at one of the pull-off spots along the side. We pulled off, put on our rain gear, which is a good thing we did because the sky opened up. And then we see a sign that says 4 miles ahead, Water Rover Road. All right, whatever, just go through right through. No, it wasn't water. It was a mudslide. Literally a mudslide.
Gross looking reddish mud from construction under the Jersey barrier. Gross.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
She's going to be so happy because not only is she getting suspension, she's got Bung King bag guards going on as well. And the Advan Black Easy Clutch. So it's really going under the knife this weekend.
So I could tell you from experience, those bag guards are well worth it.
Yep.
Hell, if I ever got a ride again, I need a
Proven, tested and proven.
Tested.
But back to our delay, Jess Rips, formerly known as 131 Harley Girl, reached out. We were contacting because she was in Gettysburg with Bikes and Balayage. And she's like, hey, we're going to be at Battlefield Harley Davidson right around noontime on Sunday. So I said, we'll stop. It's on the way. Yeah. And we stopped and we were there for a couple hours hanging out with her and Bikes and Balayage and Vicola. So I
Oh.
finally got to meet him too, which is pretty sweet.
Is that really tall dude?
Yes,
Okay.
that was pretty sweet. So I can't complain. I had a great time at Gettysburg.
Yes.
I really, really did. And so looking forward to getting back there again. But unfortunately, it's going to be a few years. You know, it won't be 25, won't be 26.
Mm,
Definitely be 27.
Well,
Well, he knows his place.
Mr.
He
California.
knows his place on top of Kelfire. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. If you're mad at me, I understand. But I just couldn't resist.
well, yeah, we kept getting asked when we were at the Baggers and Brews event about Gettysburg. And I said that if you go to Gettysburg, you have got to go with Doc and Mel. I said, you will learn so much. If you're going to go to Gettysburg, you got to be there with them because it makes it that much better. We didn't even really go to the rally, but we had an awesome time. Learned
Did
a
you
lot.
make it?
If you go, you definitely have to go to the Welcome Center and do the movie, and then do the show afterwards upstairs, and the cyclorama, and then spend some time in the museum. It's definitely worth it.
Yes. I wanted one of those pistols and rifles.
Only one?
Well, I was being kind of modest. I didn't want them all. I want a cannon.
So what'd you think, speaking of cannon, what'd you think of that hand cannon picture I showed you?
That thing was.
That was pretty good, but that brass original Henry rifle and 44 mag, that was nice.
We actually held an Army Colt, all numbers matching.
Cereals, all. And we told him that, and he's like, "Do I really? Wow."
Yeah, I told him, I says, you have no idea how much that is worth. I says, you're looking at a 6-figure gun. Here, and I'll bring up the pictures and share with everybody.
I like that mini Happy Meal thing. I think when you go to Gettysburg, you should get a little miniature gun Happy Meal.
So this is the all numbers matching Army Colt. As you can see, the serial numbers here and here match. Normally what happens after the Civil War, the guns were taken apart, and when they were sold off, they were put back together without matching serial numbers. So this is one that never came apart.
How did he find out? Where did he find it?
So this here is a Confederate general's gun. It is a 8-shot black powder pistol with a 10-gauge shotgun barrel underneath it.
And I'm holding it.
That's the one you were telling us about.
Yep. And if you go to the Confederate Museum down in Tennessee, you will see one in a glass case. This one we got to fondle.
I like the little one too, the Happy Meal size.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool piece.
Oh, wow.
That is an awesome piece.
Yeah.
They both are very cool in their own right. I like the tiny one I had. Look at this little sucker. It should be a Happy Meal.
All right, we'll present this. Now, this here is not the gun, but the same gun that was used to shoot Lincoln down in D.C.
At Ford's Theater.
Yes.
It's the Happy Meal.
And you can tell that's Mel's hands by the painted nails. I don't paint my nails.
I would hope so, Bob. That'd be very weird.
Look at the rifling on the inside. I thought that was pretty cool.
Weird.
Something I wanted to take a picture of.
It is a cool little gun.
For a flintlock.
It's awesome.
I'm not a flintlock. I'm sorry. A black powder pistol of that size to have a rifle barrel. I think that's amazing.
I thought it was a cool little flintlock. I like them. They're neat looking.
So we really had a great time.
I gotta mail them now.
Yeah, we got to get those in the mail. The dinosaur prints, I'll show you guys. Those were awesome. And and I'll point them out.
You have to zoom.
So if you look here where the stone is cut around the actual dinosaur print,
the toes.
Oh, that's cool.
and
That's
then here is the other one on top of the rocks. And the stonemasons decided to leave them on the stones instead of grinding them smooth, which, of course, I'm happy they did that. I'm sure a lot of people are. Let's zoom in on the other one here so you can really appreciate what we're looking at here.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a lot of history.
Yes.
All different kinds.
Yes. I mean, I was just in awe over all. Yep, Evil Rick's right. It's not.
Cap and ball.
Oh, yep, it's not a flintlock. I misspoke. It happens.
Flintlocks did look like that initially, like some of them. They called them that. I don't know. The old Revolutionary War ones.
So does anybody else want to share their experiences? Zach, I'm really interested to hear what you say because you were there the whole time, like with me.
Okay. I'm Rusty.
You
Moss.
look
No, you're Zach.
rusty. I'm crusty.
But as far as Gettysburg, with where the event is growing, I think it's going in the right direction. This year, the amount of people that were there, the support from the sponsors and everything, and them putting it into not just, yes, the concerts were big names this year. There was a lot more than there normally is, but even the outside entertainment that they're starting to bring in is starting to pick up pace. We got in Thursday afternoon, checked into the hotel and everything. You guys were already out and about. We were just getting settled in, went to go grab some food and all that. Really, we did more. We were trying to chop it up and give the best experience we could for, I guess, first timers to Gettysburg and stuff. And we actually had a first timer for like Bike Week. She's never gone to any like motorcycle event or anything like that. So that was
Bike Week virgin.
Yeah. But
That's Tom. Tom, were you a Bike Week virgin?
Yeah.
Really?
We busted his cherry.
So,
Yeah, but you could share that picture that I just sent you on Instagram.
Oh, let me bring it up. Okay. So that's pretty cool. You broke a cherry.
cherry.
I can tell you of all the bike weeks that I've been to, they're all very different.
My balls.
yeah, and that's and Doc and I have had that discussion. I've had that discussion with many other people that I don't like when people try to. That a girl?
That's Mel.
Mel.
Yeah.
I look like a man.
No.
I think that was more an "at a girl," not "is that a girl."
Yeah, it was that a girl. Yes.
Yeah.
That a-
Oh, that's okay. I got called sir with my hair down in Duncan the other day, and I'm like, sir? Really?
Yeah, they're still there.
You didn't hit him with the. Did you just assume my gender?
I looked at him, I'm like, huh? I like, my testes are awfully high.
That
don't
would have
you
been good. Did you just assume my gender?
think? Yeah. I got lots of balls, Harbaugh.
Cannonball.
My balls. Yeah, that makes me a man, my balls.
And she's not afraid to use them. Trust me on that.
Oh, thanks, Dallas. I even have my Sons of the Confederacy sweatshirt. Too hot to wear in Gettysburg.
Yes.
Way too hot.
Let's see. All the bands were amazing. Yeah, Jasmine Kane actually did a really good job.
I heard her voice. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
She did a really good job. Like I said, Drowning Pool started off weak, and somebody commented that
Worked their usual.
they sucked, and that's why they left.
They were
Well,
really.
the way they opened up with bodies, it really sucked. And that's coming from me, and
That
I'm a
was
huge
weird.
Drowning Pool fan.
That was weird.
You know, what's up, D-Rod?
I liked how they were in Catskill Mountain Thunder. They did a friggin' awesome show there.
Yep. But as we were talking to Saliva, the road manager looks at us and says, "Hey, I remember you from New York," which was
Yes.
pretty cool. I thought it was
The
pretty.
Saliva Man. Yep, I remember. He looked. Yeah.
And Saliva, they got a chick for a drummer. I don't know if anybody knew that, and
She rocks.
she's hardcore. She wails on them drums,
I
man.
should be a drummer. I'd be in great shape.
Yeah. I mean, Zach, you heard Saliva. What'd you think?
I think they put on the best performance of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you open up with Ladies and Gentlemen
Yeah.
and go and get better from that,
and that little kid rocking out to
at the end,
Boom.
at the end,
Awesome.
they brought up this little girl who's like 13 years old. Gets up on stage on this little stool. They gave her a shirt that was signed by the band, which is awesome.
Mhm.
And she was going to get down. He looks at her, "Where are you going? You ain't leaving." And they performed click, click, boom. And every time they were going click, click, they handed her the mic, and she's out there going, "Yeah." I was like, she's badass.
Yeah,
I think-
For her.
I told you
Mom
when,
and dad are going, "That's my girl."
when our daughter was that age, that was one of her favorite songs. She'd run around the house, click, click, boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I said I wanted to see them so that I could tell her I saw them, but yeah.
I think you didn't get the footage of that, did you?
No. No.
You were
I don't
filming a lot of
record
stuff.
any of the bands with the music just because I don't want to get in trouble with the monetization and all that stuff.
No, I didn't know if you clicked it for yourself because you could put it on Facebook for some odd reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm not monetized on Facebook.
No, that's why you can get away with it.
So, just so because of that, I don't do it. And I did record a couple maybe 30 seconds of Saliva and Drowning Pool on my phone, but we were just so far. I'd say the back nine, but we were midfield, and that place was packed with people.
Mhm.
Yes.
I've
Yes.
never seen the concert area that packed ever.
No. Even Friday
Even for
night. that
Jasmine
was-
Kane, you know.
I give Jasmine Crane credit there. She opened it up, Thursday night? Yes, Thursday night. And she
Yeah.
played all her songs. She only did one cover. She did all her original stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Hold on.
came in during her cover, the
Yep.
Lady Gaga song.
Yep. Look it off the bike. That Jasmine Kane doesn't. It sounds like her, but it's not her music.
Yeah, and then Pop Evil was good.
Pop Eel did a
Yes.
great job. You know, we were hanging out by the beer at the table listening to them. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're done already. You're like, yeah, it's midnight. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know
Jason,
you're having a good time when you lose all track of time.
Jason said he had a good time just doing that. He goes, we didn't even have to watch the concert. Like we were just sitting right there at the bench, just having a
Yeah.
good time shooting the shit and having beer.
Or 2 or 3 or
No, I don't know. I don't condone. I don't know.
hey, I've always said it. If I partied a little too much, I can always walk up to my B&B, which wasn't that far.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I think we sweated it out.
yeah, we were as quick as
Yeah.
I drank it, I sweated it right
I
out.
had
So
4 twisted teas and felt nothing.
yeah,
Cold weather, I would have had some sort of buzz, but nope.
no,
Well, that's because I wasn't making you drinks, Mel.
No, that's true. I didn't have a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
you decided to take off to go to Jersey instead of make us drinks. I understand.
We had
You like
commitments.
daggers and bruising probably a lot better than melanite. I understand.
No,
No, that's
no, we had commitments. We
I
had
know.
commitments.
Donuts
So
for everybody from Duncan.
Was Bryce
no,
stopped by
but you got everybody a custom dynamics koozie though.
Okay.
yeah. I
You
picked
gotta
up
have
a couple
Duncan
for y'all.
koozies. You should have Duncan koozies.
one of those?
Yeah.
No, not one of
Nope.
those.
That's a different looking one. We got a lot of them. I like the one you got from Dallas. That one's funny. Where is that one?
How about that one?
That
No.
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 Nope. I haven't seen that koozie from Custom Dynamics yet.
Might be a new one, maybe.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
We got the little
Yeah.
stealthy ones.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Mike.
Dallas says you're looking reflective. He's got his work shirt on.
This is my hiding shirt.
No, that's your safety shirt. So Stacy doesn't beat you. Can't beat you in that shirt because you're in your safe zone.
Yep.
No, I've got. I could give you a dissertation on this freaking shirt. Let me tell you. I'm not going to do it on your live, but yeah.
Good night, Dr. J.
Good night, Hannah.
She's chasing her man. Ain't getting no sleep.
It's a good man. If she's going to chase any man, that's the one right there.
That's
Yeah.
it. The only man she chases.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mike's a hell of a dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good dude. Good
He's an
people.
awesome brother.
Good people.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
Doc, have you given any thoughts to where you might be staying when you go to Sturgis in 26?
Mike knows. Mike's got the RV. We're getting the campsite, and
Did he tell us? Because I don't remember.
he might have sent Glencoe or someplace outside of Sturgis, so it's cheaper. We're going
Yeah,
out
well-
the week before.
Yeah.
We might be
Yeah,
there
we'll-
the first
we've
couple
been thinking
days of the
about that.
rally, and then we're outie.
Yeah, if we go, we're going to
have to
Glencoe.
call the reservation to see if we could bring some
Kazemoto, hello.
folks
Long
with me.
time no see, buddy. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yes. My cat loves your Australian flag.
Yeah,
He keeps stealing it.
yeah.
To hide it from Spooky, he runs through the house with it in his mouth.
Yep. I actually wore your shirt in one of my videos.
Yes.
So, yeah. I mean, Gettysburg this year was the best I've been to in 3 years as far as the rally goes. As far as the battlefield goes, it gets better and better every year because they're always maintaining and updating and renovating. Like last year, Devil's Den and Little Round Top was closed due to renovations. And the renovations they did this year are awesome. For instance, what we found out was a lot of the dirt paths that are up there are it's the dirt from there, but they mix it in with an epoxy so it doesn't erode. So I thought that was pretty cool. That it's a hardened, epoxied mixture dirt that they place down, and it's not smooth like it would be a paved path. It's sort of put down in a way like dirt would have laid. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat when you were discussing all the things that they have done to try and preserve the battlefield is pretty interesting.
Yeah. One of the goals is to knock down all the trees that wouldn't have been there from photographs that they have from the battlefield that preserve the battlefield as it was from 1863.
Yeah.
If you look at even Google Earth from when it first went in 2008 to now, you can see where there's trees are gone now. How many changes they've done.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty cool when we visited the monument and saw the coins that DDK left.
Yeah. Well, that monument wasn't there during the battle.
I don't think they're going to knock that one down, Doc.
They're not knocking down any monument.
No.
No.
There was a big movement for them to remove all the Confederate monuments,
Yep.
and the battlefield administration for Gettysburg says, "You out your mind? We had a fight to get them here back in the 1930s. We're not getting rid of them. They're staying
Yeah.
right where they are. If you don't like them, don't come."
Yeah.
And I applaud them for that because they don't want to erase the history; they want to preserve the history.
I'm gonna go get my
Right.
fruit there. I'll be back.
You know, so I'm very happy that they do that.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
what point is it to learn about, a battle or a conflict without trying to understand both sides and where
You
they're
have
coming from? What's the point,
Yeah. And you have to respect both sides, especially the Civil War. You know, because the Confederacy, they weren't fighting to preserve slavery; they were fighting to preserve their way of life. That they wanted to live the way they want to live without interference from Washington D.C. They wanted Virginians to be governed by Virginians, not by Washington D.C. And you know what? They didn't believe in big government, nor did they want big government. And I could sympathize with that. I'm sure we all can. You know? Dan says, I'm still fighting.
Dan's got his uniform hanging up in his closet.
Yeah. See, Greg says it's our history,
Good or bad.
Leave the monuments and statues. Exactly. However, throughout the country,
Many of
statues and monuments are being removed. Part of the Confederacy, all the military bases which were named after Confederates are being renamed, like Hood and Bragg, Jackson. It's all being
Fort Lee.
renamed, which is a sad state.
Mhm.
You know, they take Fort Bragg, which is the home of special operations, and rename it to Unicorn Twinkle Fart Rainbow Huggers, Fort Liberty.
Yeah. I was telling Mel Fort AP Hill was renamed Fort Walker, and that while I don't like that, I don't like the fact that they're renaming the forts. I do appreciate them naming Fort Walker because it was named after Mary Walker, an Army nurse who was a pretty badass woman, and definitely deserves to have a fort named after her.
Or name it after a recipient of the Medal of Honor.
Right.
Because you don't win that medal, or
offensive.
you don't you receive that medal.
Yeah.
And it's not, hey, I wrote it up and put the medal on. No, there's a whole congressional inquiry and investigation, and really not a small feat for somebody to receive that award.
Yeah,
Yeah.
snowflaked indeed. More like pussified.
Yeah, Fort Lee was renamed Fort Greg Adams after two individuals.
Mhm.
I have yet to look up to see. There is something significant about both those individuals, but I don't know.
Were they a married man couple?
No,
You never know.
I don't think so. I hope not.
What about Fort Eustis? Did they change that one yet?
Fort Useless.
Yeah.
Fort Uterus.
I'm not sure. Have they?
Fort Jackson, where I went. Where did they call that?
That's in South Carolina. I don't know.
I know, but
yeah, Kaze, the heat up here has been a little excessive. Somebody needs to turn the thermostat down just a little
a
bit.
little satanic.
Keep it under, 100, right at 90. Would be perfect.
He's still fighting.
Yes.
The
Where you
last
been?
living.
That
I went down to get my birch beer. Kraken's garage.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, so was it worth the trip? Absolutely, it was. Worth every penny, worth every mile, worth every second going to Gettysburg.
Excuse me.
Would I highly recommend it? Absolutely, I would.
Would I love to go again soon?
Absolutely.
Whoa, lightning.
But then again, honey, the next time we'll be able to go is looking like 2027.
Unless we have a hell of a year in the garage in 2026 after Sturgis.
Well,
Yeah,
after Sturgis would be 2027.
Or
By the
you
time-
guys can make
Or
a
that
weekend
way.
trip down here and we'll go down.
There is that too.
Check out Gettysburg or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe take a trip on that train, the pedal train.
Oh. Well, that's northeast, but yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure it doesn't rain.
Heading
Right.
up to Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking that up while we were there. I was thinking about asking Stacey about it.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Thundermilk.
Jefferson Davis Highway was renamed Richmond Highway here in Woodbridge. Yeah.
Ugh,
Fort
Yeah.
Belvoir and Quantico.
why is that that's so stupid. Why did they just name it Unicorn Pussy Fart? The Queef Highway.
Yeah, Jeff Davis was renamed down near us, but it's not Richmond Highway. It's something else.
There goes my monetization. Thanks, honey.
No, sorry. Queef Highway.
I might as well just turn monetization off for this video.
No, it's just like, it's stupid. I think it's ridiculous.
It is. It is total BS.
I
It
don't
really
know.
is.
So Greg and Adams are two African American officers who achieved high ranks. For the one is a female auxiliary corps, and the other one is a officer. So
Or
two people that probably deserve the accolades. I'm not.
Yeah, but
yes,
it's after their death, so would they really know?
Well,
Why give somebody the honor after they die?
someone said that Lee was quoted to have said that he didn't want any statues erected in his image. That he didn't want, that to be celebrated for that. So I mean, would I want to be? No, I wouldn't want statues of me. Right? I don't care what I do.
Statues of me. I don't even like pictures of me.
No, sometimes Mel will sit there and go, "Do you want a medal or monument?" So considering I got a lot of medals, I'll take a monument.
Come on, Mel. I got
Many,
some pictures of you from last week.
Great pictures we could get carved out of stone.
There you go.
My Medusa hair.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, it really was a great time. It really was. I mean, you surround yourself with great people. I don't care what rally you're at. You're always around people. You surround yourself with great people, no matter where you are at any rally. You're going to have a great time. I mean,
well, we surrounded ourselves with great people and went to a rally that kind of sucked. So we just didn't go to the rally and had a great time.
That was not Gettysburg. He's talking about.
No.
Really?
Not TMMR.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That was not worth all that money. And there was hardly anything there at their vendor.
And the food was non-existent. The food vendors were not existent. But, at the
They had like 3 food
Redneck
vendors.
Mansion or the Double Wide Palace,
That was the
whatever you
most
want to
fun.
call it, with the people there, made it so much better.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Just like Daytona. Everybody that I hung around with in Daytona made that whole trip. Every moment I was there was well worth the trip because the people that I surrounded myself with, which was amazing. West Virginia, same thing. We surround ourselves with some great people, and we have a great time. Okay,
Are you guys going back
roads were
next year?
good, the views were amazing, but the people were even better. Ocean City, I'm going to have a great time. I know I'm going to surround myself with good people.
I'll
Yep.
be in Daytona for a bit.
Yep. She's going to come down. She's flying down to see her girlfriend in Daytona. I'm going to pick her up probably on the 3rd of March and, bring her around Daytona for the bike week. She's only seen Biketoberfest down there, so now she could see all of Daytona
And
bike
I've
week.
never seen the Cackleberry. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
Cackleberry. You've never seen Cabbage Patch.
Seen some of the sites.
Seen some of the video and pictures. Maybe I could get a shot from one of the shot girls.
Hopefully they have more of a nicer personality.
Mhm.
Zach's sitting there laughing.
Well,
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
with them because of the personality. Just saying.
No, but some of them, they said this year.
Yeah, it's the personality.
Some of them were, from what I
Listen, when they had the wet T-shirt contest the past few years,
some of the men would win.
they brought everything but their boobs.
Some of the heavier set men would win.
I had bigger boobs than most of them.
My brother got bigger boobs than some of them, from what I heard.
Brother's got bigger boobs than all of them.
Well, we'll have to see what's going on when OC goes on, but maybe Stacy and I can do overnight, burn up Saturday and back Sunday.
Yes.
There you go. Or
I mean, it's only like 3 hours.
meet us in Virginia Beach
And we'll go Shookers.
and then ride up with us to OC. Just saying, just give you an opportunity to ride with us.
How far are you from Virginia Beach? From where you
Not
live?
bad,
2
about
hours.
2 hours.
2 hours? Oh, that's
Yeah.
not too bad. Okay.
Yeah. We could totally do that. We got up early enough in the morning.
I don't know why you're looking at me.
No, I'm reading what Dallas says.
See, I didn't have the chicken kebab. I had the the brisket,
You guys talk about
and that
the
was
beef-
pretty good.
what is it? The bowl of food or
The steak tips
steak?
down in
Oh, okay.
Cabbage Patch. See, even Dallas says Tom has nice boobs,
It's moobs. Thank you.
but Tom makes better drinks than his boobs.
I try.
Drinks too.
Well, I'm not going to say anybody's name, but there's one person on his panel likes doing shots off his boobs. I'm just saying, just throwing that out there. I'm not going to say any names. Hellfire.
Like,
Do you motorboat, Tom?
That's more like a trolling motor.
Oh, okay. Let's see. When in Daytona, you must eat at High Tide Kitchen on A1. I'll have to look into that. I try and stay away from the A1A in downtown because it's nothing but problems. Nothing but problems. And I'm not looking for problems. I'm not looking to be surrounded by drunken assholes all the time. I mean, once in a while is okay. When you're down there, that's all you're surrounded by is people who've been drinking all day, all night, and all next day, and they're still drunk from the night before.
I was gonna say nighttime.
That's
is
my
more
experience.
drunk.
I don't know anybody else, but that's just my experience of going to Main Street. And, you go down Main Street, it takes you an hour to get from one point to the end, to turn on to the A1A.
Good luck finding parking too, without paying for it.
Oh
Yep.
God!
Yep.
Yeah, my friend had a heck of a time when we went to Biketoberfest. She had to park in the back. She took her Jeep, obviously, and she was meeting us. But she said it took her forever to find somewhere.
Strip clubs, they're always going.
Yep. She scared little Rob.
It's not easy to scare little Rob.
No, you didn't, Dallas. You didn't forget to drink. You just went to bed early. You were a good boy.
Did you do the Irish goodbye? I'll be right back.
No, he says, I'm going to bed. He didn't do that. He was just up front. I'm going to bed.
Well, I mean, didn't he do the same thing in West Virginia too? Like,
Yeah, I'll be right back. And gone.
yeah, there's a trend here I can see.
Yeah. See, even Gremlin says he stopped going downtown Daytona back in the early 80s.
It's probably crazier back then too.
Oh, I guarantee you it was crazier. All these rallies were crazier back then.
It's
Mhm.
like no holds
Even
barred back
Laconia
then.
was insane.
Oh, I
back
saw
in the
old
80s.
pictures. It was massively crowded, worse than now.
Yep.
Except now it's getting lighter because you're going to be developing one of the areas near the theater.
Hey, good night, Dark. Good to see you.
Good night,
It
Dark.
was great hanging out with you down in Gettysburg. We
Yeah.
definitely got to do that again.
Nice meeting you and the
I
fam.
missed you.
Breakfast sopped
Spot.
or
Assuming spot.
Mm.
that's at the RV down in Daytona.
Ooh, nice lightning. We're getting some good lightning here.
Yeah, we had
Yeah,
some
we're supposed to have
Hey,
some tonight.
guys, how are you? Welcome.
Guns and Baggers. Mike, what's going on?
Yeah, man.
We rode together at Baggers and Brews Ride.
Yeah, right on.
Me, Mike, and another cat, and we did the poker run together. So Mike's a solid dude.
Yeah, how'd you do on the poker run? Did you get a good hand?
No, I never do.
Good hand.
No, even if they gave a prize out for worst hand, I wouldn't even win that.
Yeah, I'm the same boat. I'd end up in the middle.
Yeah, I got mediocre hands at best. I
The
think
only way I'd win is like a pity win.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
quite
won
sure.
one.
But the money went to a great place. The guy that won the poker run, he donated it back. The guy that won the 50-50 donated it back. I mean, it's
It's the way it
They
should
did-
be for a
they did
fundraiser
good
like
stuff.
that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Got a poker chip, bought Stacy and I a shirt, got 2 hands for the poker run. I was like, I brought some cash with me and I ain't take none of it home. So Bert and George worked really hard. Piney and Stacy, Bry, they put in a lot of effort to get this to go off. And I was like,
It's not easy putting on an event,
No.
no.
you know.
So
Having to organize it all. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot of red tape.
One that won the poker run never left field. I bet he bought a lot of drinks.
I guess so. He said the guy that won the poker run never left fielders.
he didn't. It's all right. He did the right thing. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right.
He was at the event, rode with a brother, came down in the cage just to be there. And then, he made sure that it went to the right place. I got no qualms.
No,
Yeah. Let's see. Does
I'm not sure.
anyone know if they've reached their goal? No, I saw it earlier today on Instagram. They haven't, but they're still accepting donations to reach the goal.
Yeah, the weather kind of screwed it because they were telling us that it was going to rain the whole time.
Yeah.
And there were still 50 bikes there. And I don't think a third of them were locals. So
Yeah.
everybody else, 2/3 of them were all traveling. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Rhodey was there, Corey was there, Noggin was there,
Polo was there.
Polo was there.
Harley Fatboy Jr. flew in. V-Rider was there. Minamoto was there. Superman New Jersey was there. Bry, Katie. The
RV Biker was the one.
RV Biker was there. Sonny and Angie Badger were there. Mandy and the Machine were there. Guns and Baggers was there.
I wonder if they're going to do it at the same time next year, or they're going to move the dates.
I don't know.
I'm kind of hoping that they move it to the weekend before Gettysburg.
Yeah.
That would make it really kind of convenient for us because we could go up, do that, and then head over to Gettysburg. And
well, I won't be going to Gettysburg next year, but that might be an event I can go to because I'm not going to be spending, three and change a night, and dinner Wednesday night, food Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then lunch, dinner on Sunday while we're traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The place we stayed was less than $100 a night, and it wasn't bad at all. And it was about a half hour, 25 to 30 minutes away from Fielders.
We had a motel. The bed was comfortable, but the fire alarms went off all the time, and there was a whole bunch of people smoking weed.
And I was looking for the chalk outlines on the ground of bodies.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed with where we stayed.
Oh,
Yeah. Did you have to
Well-
try
So-
to cockroach with some hairspray? I mean, hit shampoo?
No, but I felt like it was going to happen at any moment.
Or the psycho.
Yep.
With the knife.
So, yeah.
So yeah, they had it on the weekend that the moose was available to them. So I think next year,
The moose.
if they do it again, I'm sure they'll be right back at Fielders. And I don't
Yeah.
see why they wouldn't, because Fielders is always taking good care of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Fielders did very well.
yeah.
You know?
Drew's right. Mel wants to go back to the haunted Airbnb. Yes.
Yes.
With the ghost kitty on my bed.
Yep. That'll be before New Year's. Right around New Year's Eve this year.
Mhm.
So let's see. Let me pull up the calendar.
Mm.
So get ready, Drew.
And then we'll have to try two.
December. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll probably come down on December 26th or 27th, and we'll leave there on the, or maybe the 28th, and leave there on the 31st or something like that. Definitely. Yeah. Yep. Pre-register everybody for Mob in the Mountains. If you're gonna go, pre-register. I'm
Yep.
pre-registered.
We are.
Yep. Awesome.
Yep. I know Zach and his wife are pre-registered.
We haven't heard the site yet. That he got like a
Nope. To
website
be
yet?
announced.
Okay.
To be announced. There's actually a bidding war to have us next year.
Oh wow. They all
Yeah,
want-
and we would have come, but Stacy and I both have to pick vacation in like December, and we were all set up already. And the weekend of Mob in the Mountains was the weekend we were heading to Ohio to go visit family.
Yeah.
So
Our family.
we kind of got stuck there, but we're going next year.
Yeah.
So
Uh-oh. They said Mel just said they lost power.
Oh man.
They're frozen.
Well, if you're thinking about going to Mob in the Mountains, head on over to rollingthrottle.com and pre-register.
Yep. There's no money involved. It just gives them an idea how many people are coming,
Head count.
so they can figure out the venue, make sure there's enough room for everybody. You get all the information about what's going on. Please do that. It helps everybody out.
So I'll say I had a great weekend and a great time with everyone that I could down at Gettysburg. Definitely do it again for sure. Definitely got to get these two guys.
We keep missing each other.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking about doing a turn and burn to OC. I feel like crap that we kept telling Zach that we were gonna try and get back early Saturday, and then with what
I knew it wasn't gonna happen, dude. That's why I was like, "Yo, just take your time, dude. Don't even try."
Well, we would.
I
have.
mean, I would have came back and just grabbed my shit and left, but we weren't doing that at that point. So
Yeah, the
I mean, we're
ride.
like a mile and a half away from Fielders,
Yeah.
and oop. So, but
Good.
could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yes.
Yeah, the cop said, "You got somebody coming to pick you up?" And he said, "Yeah." And then he turned around and told me, "Well, Corey's about a half hour away." I said, "We're a mile and a half from the bar." I said, "It'll take us 5 minutes." I said, "I'm getting back on the bike." And he's like, "Are you sure you're okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's just my brake foot." So I got another break. So we hopped back on our bikes and continued on to Fielders. And
You
then-
go, girl.
Yeah.
And then we rode back to Gettysburg that evening. Yeah. Down the Pennsylvania Turnpike. That ride home I was a little stiff.
She was a little stiff and a little gun
All right,
shy.
guys, I'm back.
All right, Mel, you got it.
Oh,
I'm back. I lost power.
Yeah, there you go, Mel. She's got it. There you
Coming
go.
at you from the cell phone. Look, see, run to the light, Caroline.
Carol Ann.
Or Carol Ann, run to the light.
I don't know how long power.
I don't know how long the power is going to be out, but we're back-ish.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Crazy.
I was like, what's
all
that?
right.
Do we have any flashlights on me?
I don't know.
If I leave, it's gonna get dark in
It's going to get real dark. Don't worry about it.
All right.
So, yeah. I guess this is the gods telling me that I've been on too long tonight.
It's only been an hour and a half.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, good night, Weepa.
Good night, Weepa.
Yeah, why you? Oh, yes. Due to thunderstorms, Greg, we lost power. So I had to bust out the cell phone, log in the StreamYard to get back in. So here I is.
There you go.
So what I missed while I was rudely interrupted by thunderstorms.
Well-
We promoted Mobbing the Mountains. We're pre-registering how important that is.
I need more whiskey.
We haven't had a power outage up in our way in forever
Yep.
since they upgraded the grid. So I guess it must have hit something. Is my guess.
Yeah.
Definitely more whiskey
we had
for
a
this.
transformer go out.
Probably.
If it didn't even try, you could have issues in the switch yard.
Mm.
Ask
Who
me how
knows?
I know.
It's going to be missing AC, and that's going to suck.
Yeah. That's all. I'll sleep in my dun-dun-dun.
No, thank you.
Dun-dun-dun.
I'll go downstairs because the heat rises.
Bingo. So yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Doc looks spooky. Yep. Be perfect thing to do for Halloween.
Hold a flashlight under your face. We're talking about spooky crap.
There you go. There you go. And of course, I have a blonde moment going, it's dark in here. Let me turn the light on.
And I'm like,
Stir, no power, lights don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could always use the
Oh,
the
well.
lights right from
Well,
the
you can light up the whole neighborhood with that.
If
Yeah,
you had a generator, it wouldn't be an issue, but we never needed one. So
They said that Dr. Harley is a proctologist. So can
All right.
I highlight it?
Yeah,
There it is. Can't put it on the phone. Nice. Nice.
All right, Doc. Well, I'm gonna
man.
drop off in the side chat because I've been up all day long and I'm in the other room standing here for an hour and a half. So I'm gonna get off my feet for
You
a
know
little
you can
bit.
sit down in a chair. It's okay.
Oh well,
You don't have
I'm
to stand
trying
at
to be in the
attention.
other room. I'm trying to be in the other room so
yeah,
Stacy
yeah.
can be on the computer. So
we got power.
Nice. Power
Awesome.
is coming back.
all right, well, I'm gonna drop off in the side chat.
Kel, just give him a good
Okay.
cane.
I got my legs stretched across the couch.
There we go. Look at that. The light.
Turn
Oh,
There's the light.
let there be light.
Yeah. So we're talking about going meeting in Virginia Beach. According to Google Maps, it's 2 hours, 45 minutes.
oh, that ain't bad.
From
What
Virginia Beach to Ocean City.
Yep.
Okay.
What day were you thinking of that?
Oh, we got power, but no internet.
Don't play with that. Hold on.
What's that?
So what day were you thinking on doing that?
For that? I don't know. Probably like on Friday.
All right.
Okay.
I'm game.
Take a day off of work.
Shut up, Dallas.
Something like that.
Bedtime.
No, he can't tell. He can't see the clock.
Oh, I can see the clock.
Oh, August right. Oh, nice. So Tigers headed down to Maryville. About 4 people in the middle of August to ride the roads and to the south. I think the L should be up. Man, Guns and Baggers is missing OC this year. See now, I went last year. Okay.
What weekend is OC?
September, second week in September, I believe.
Oh, there we go. We got
Yeah, it
we
should be
got
like
internet back.
should be 12th through the 15th.
Okay.
Yep.
The same time Smokeout is?
Oh shit. I don't know. Oh, let me look.
Smokeout 2024.
Smokeout,
That's
bro.
not the right Smokeout. Oh, geez.
No, it's the
What?
it's the weekend. Smokeout's the weekend before. That's September
weekend
5th
before.
through the 8th.
Oh, okay. I just know because our daughter's birthday is around that time. So.
Right on. Ooh. I've
There
done
you
that.
go.
I've done that.
I
No
gotta change my camera. Darn it. There we go. That's better.
your
I'm back.
phone is frozen.
Mine?
Yeah, there's a image of your beard and your hand in front of the camera.
Oh, there. How's that? Is that
Oh,
better?
there, it's gone.
But I do like this one.
What does it keep doing?
No, not really.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, all right. I'm gonna have to bow for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the great weekend, Doc.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. It was great hanging out with you and Megan. Really, really enjoyed hanging out with you two.
Hey, Ocean City ain't that far off, man. We're doing it again.
Nope. Month and a half.
Yep.
Month and a half. Definitely doing it again. And that's going to be it for events for me for the year.
Yep.
I can't believe it. This summer has flown by.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there going 5 events this year, going down to Daytona. And then we ended up going to doing a honeymoon in Daytona. Right on.
Nice.
And then we went to Laconia for the day, which made 6 events for the year.
Mm-hmm.
So this has been a record year for me for events. Normally I do about 4 to 5. Next year I'll be doing 2, maybe 3.
It's awesome when you're trying to save cash, ain't it?
Well, I figure at the minimum for me to go to Daytona, I'm going to need to save anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000.
That's what we're looking at. $7,000 to $10,000.
Daytona or Sturgis?
For Sturgis.
Yeah, Daytona. I don't know. I've done Daytona on a budget pretty good.
Well, last year my budget for Daytona was there is no budget. Because I brought that much cash with me. I sat there. I bought that carbon fiber front fender for the Spaceball like that.
Right.
Yeah. And the lights.
Well, the lights I knew I was going to buy, the headlight.
Yeah, but then you got the other little light.
And the windshield, I was on the fence, depending on how well that windshield was. That came with it, and I was like, got to change that. And then what else did I buy when I was down? I bought a whole bunch of stuff down there.
Oh, someone wants to say hi.
The risers. Bought the risers. That was something I was looking to buy, but I just spent an insane amount of money in Daytona this year. I really, really helped the commerce down in Daytona, Orlando, Ormond Beach.
Someone wants to say hi to Corey.
Aww.
All right, this is my chance to leave. All right, I'm out, y'all.
Later.
See you later, Zach. Yeah, Corey's in the side chat. Let me tell you, that man is my hero.
Corey's a good dude.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Yep. He sat with me at the urgent care while they were checking me out and making sure I was okay.
Now, did you nurse them, saying, "Hey, you're doing it wrong"?
No. I went in. I got my X-rays, and I have my story surrounding that. It's pretty funny, but I won't say that on here.
See,
But
even Guns and Baggers says Corey's a great
yeah,
dude. Corey is a great dude, and I'm going to go on top of that and say he's not a great dude. He's a phenomenal dude.
yes, he is.
One of the best people I've met through YouTube.
Yep.
You know, one of the best.
I kept apologizing to him. I said, "Man, I'm so sorry. You're missing the event because of me." and he reminded me that I helped him out. I said, "Yeah, but that's not fair. Mine was just a phone call. You're stuck with me for a little bit."
I'm sure he didn't mind because
Yeah.
you're good people. They're
Yeah.
great people too, you know.
It's what friends
Again,
do for each other.
You and Tom
Good guy.
are some of the great people I've met here on YouTube.
Yes.
Aw.
You know, and I'm looking forward to meeting more.
Yeah.
Because everybody I've met, I can honestly say I'm not sorry I met them. I'm glad I met them.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to spend time with them. I'm glad I got to break bread with you and Tom and Zach and his wife and a bunch of others. I mean,
Dallas and Penny.
Dallas and Penny, yeah, DDK, just to name a few. You know, see, look, here it is. Tom and Stacy is
Mike.
great. Yep. Roland Thrall, another great dude. Yeah, that Hell's guy is an ass. But he's not just the ass, he's the whole ass.
Everyone needs an ass.
Yep.
Yeah.
He can't be.
So,
well, I'll tell you, most people that are here know, but the first time I met you was Baggers and Brews last year.
Yeah.
You know, and I'll say it 100 times. When you walked up to me, you made me feel like the most important person there. It's just the way you greeted me, and I have not forgot. I will never forget it. You guys are really awesome people. And Tom and I were talking on our ride home from Gettysburg in the truck. And I told him, I said, you know what? 2020, 2021, it was just you and me, you know, you and me and the kids. And I said, and here, I never would have thought, 3 years later, it would be you, me, and a ton of other awesome people that I could, not just friends, but like family, it's
exactly. And I tell you, I started my channel from watching Monkey and John Maxwell, and I'm seeing all the free stuff they're getting, and and her two wheels is showing her income, how much she's making. I'm like, yeah, I could do this and make that money, get those free parts. That'd be awesome. And that's why I started my channel. Then I quickly learned, I would say within about 6 months when I started really getting to know people in the side chats and talking with them, and then getting on lives with them about 9 months later, that this is what it's all about, is the connections and the people you meet and you welcome into your lives and share your lives with.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Not the monetary stuff, not the free parts. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
But the big bonus is the people you meet and the people you hang around with and the people you spend time with and grow your family. Because I've always said, blood doesn't make you family, it only makes them relatives.
Right.
You could pick your family.
Yeah.
And, I consider you and Tom family.
Yeah.
I really do.
Pretty much everybody on XTC with DD, Corey, and
everybody but Tweedle. I don't consider him family.
Oh, Tweedle's little brother. What?
Yeah.
He's Tweedledee. He's making us breakfast.
Oh, wait a minute. While you're here, I got to do something. I love Tweedle. Don't get me wrong. I love Tweedle. I really do. But I gotta do something here and show everybody. This was an original. Yes, I was cracking myself up, and this was an original thought that I was going to do for my thumbnail, and I should have done it, but I didn't. Um, and Mel's watching me do it right now, and she's laughing.
We're gonna put one on the bike now. But you did that many of them? Like porks.
Yeah. So I'm going to share this out, and if you know how we all tease each other, break each other's balls, and Tweedle's bike, I called the bronze chicken, and then he wanted it. We renamed it to the chicken hawk, but we discovered chicken hawks. Chickens lay chicken eggs, right? Not chicken hawks. So, let's see. Can I make this bigger? Because I don't know if you could see it. The chicken hawk right here, one right there, and one back there. I'll make this chicken hawk bigger.
Oh, there he is.
There's one in the tree line, one near the cannon. And
Oh, I see it now.
So
Surrounded by chicken hawks.
that's it. Tweedle was with me in Gettysburg, or at least his bike was.
Did you see Tweedle's like, wow, Doc?
I had to play around with it, and I was up here, I just making myself laugh doing that.
Make the chicken walk behind the cannon in a minute. There you go.
Can't really have it go behind.
Darn. Never mind. Oh, well.
I could move this one over here, though.
There you go. The tree line one. He's starting to load the cannon. Chicken hawk.
But you can see we had the bike pretty much loaded down. Well, you saw it firsthand. And
that cool rickrack setup.
yeah, that is very cool. The rickrack, the tour pack was full. Both saddlebags were full. I felt like two of Journey donkeys going down the road.
We even saw a snake.
Yeah, we even saw a snake, and I didn't get a picture of it because I thought of it afterwards. I'm like, man, I should have got a picture of that for Sam. Said, hey, look, they're looking for you.
I said Tweedle should get that tattooed on him. That's a dance.
I'll be everywhere. Okay. Okay, no problem. Watch this file. Download. I'll just change the thumbnail, Tweedle. No problem. Not a problem. I can change that. No problem.
Just wait till my next thumbnail. Even more Easter eggs will be
Yep.
everywhere.
No worries. But I did that. I just started laughing and laughing because it was funny. And, sometimes you got to create your own entertainment.
I do that all the time when people think I'm insane.
And I know a lot of people sit there, I got to get a video out. Oh, my God, I got to make a thumbnail. Oh, my God, I got to do this. I'm sitting there going, I don't do any of that. I'm like, I sit there and go, hey, I'm going to make a thumbnail. And I sit there and I do things like this to make myself laugh, because you have to. Yes, the majestic biker with the boss beard.
Because he grooms himself with his beautiful hair product.
Hey, he's the only person I know that could wear a helmet and not have helmet head when he takes the helmet off.
Hi,
I swear to God.
my little friend.
He'll take his helmet off and he does not have helmet head.
Mm.
Come here. Stop licking my
Majestic.
bottle.
Me, I get stragglers sticking out, and
So do I. I look like a weirdo.
Stacy knows.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm very grateful that you had your personal protective equipment on.
Yes. Yep. I am too. No broken skin, but a lot of crushing. So a lot of muscular damage and bruising and swelling and soreness. Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
Oh, little baby.
It happens.
Be careful when you wheel back.
I know what I did wrong though. So
Well, we all make mistakes.
I did on a bike. They'll tell you.
Oh, really? I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. Let's see. Should I
Toodle's the
bring it?
master shitster.
Is it laying an egg?
Dallas said Dan's hair never moves. If you can see it.
Oh, that's a good question, Tweedle.
Well, what did he do?
It's still cold? Oh, it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Tweedle, that's a very good question because I'm thinking the same thing. But I want to find out a little more before I spend my money on that headlight. Like, how bright is it compared to the one that I have? For low beam, you know.
Oh, your headlights.
Yes, my double X headlight because it's a double X throw down, not a triple X, just a double X.
Oh yeah, I like the triple X better.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to, come down so we can compare them. But I don't know if that's actually a fair comparison, Corey, because for the Rogue Light, it's 2 headlights instead of 1 where it's on the street light.
Yeah, it's always better to have 2 headlights.
Right on, Tweedle. You got a cool trick to do with the Shark Demon, but you're going to keep this one to yourself.
So, I mean,
so I can give you credit in future videos for it, like I did with the horn relocation.
So, Tweedle, are you going to do something like with the different lights, like testing, like which ones are brighter or the performance of them? Or we just
Good night.
Good night.
doing, based on how it looks?
Tweedle, want me to bring it up and share the screen or no?
Yeah, I was looking at his post.
Instagram?
Yeah, the post. But then my feed reloaded. I follow too many darn people on Instagram.
Oh, come on.
There we go. Only the important people first.
Yeah.
All
right.
Rocky Tweedle.
Stop biting my ankle. Ow.
Rolling throttle.
Ow, Spooky. Ow.
All right, Tweedle. Check your Instagram messages. I don't want to hear any excuses.
Why are you messing with my bottle?
We should cover half the double X and get a closer comparison. Yeah, we could do that.
Looks like what did he add? More gold accents?
Oh, he added more bronze.
Okay.
Santoro he got some new Santoro.
Oh yeah,
the guards that are bronze instead of the black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's looking at the other 2 pictures, I guess because they're smaller, couldn't really get a good gauge of.
Yep.
Oh, I just noticed that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he's already got the new bars on.
Oh yeah, he doesn't waste time.
I'm a little slow. Yeah, Tweedle, that does that little bit more of bronze, that really does look sharp. That it does. The bronze bars do look much better than the black ones for sure.
Oh, here he is, the man himself, Mr. Tweedle D.
Oh, here, let me turn it around right so I don't get yelled at by the audience.
Nice T-shirt, by the way.
One of my favorites. One of many. Maybe next time I'll have my gray one on.
You know, Mr. World Country Traveler, I should say, Coast to Coast Traveler.
Mhm.
Why is it? Oh, there we go. Now I'm set.
Now you're set? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, give me my
So
phone.
I'm looking for your
Hello.
post here.
Hello.
Mhm.
So you want me to share it?
You can share it.
Hi, sweetie.
Because
I probably should have put on there, you know, when I put A, the Custom Dynamics X headlight, I probably should have put already installed because it is already installed on the bike. But I kind of Photoshopped something to get the idea, and then I called in a favor to get side by side because I could not figure out how to do that.
yep.
And I probably should have done another one, but I had the Baja Designs in there too.
Yeah. Well, I want to go with the Shark Demon because I like that look. Yes, I do have the double X as well.
I like the double.
But I like the Shark Demon look better.
Yeah, I mean, it's Scream's performance bagger.
Which my Road Glide really isn't. You know, because it's more set up for touring than performance.
Well, I mean, you're like me. You technically, depending on who the person is, technically we do still have performance baggers because we got the suspension, we got the power upgrade. Although we didn't go big bore, we still got a power upgrade that's substantial.
Yep.
So
Percentage wise.
yeah.
And dollar to horsepower ratio too.
Yeah, but I done figured out a little trick to do with those. That's going to be pretty cool.
What, one on during the day for low beam, two for high beam?
No, they should already be set up for low beam, high beam.
Yeah, both.
This is something totally different that they've sent out so many to YouTubers for free to promote them that this little upgrade that I'm planning on, I ain't letting out till the video comes out.
Cool.
But you could probably go through my videos since you know me so well. You'd probably know exactly what the heck I'm going to do.
I already have an idea. I already have an idea.
More to come.
You're going to put a pink film over them. Or
Sure.
purple. Do a purple film, and Stacy would love it.
Sure, we'll go with purple.
Yes.
I'm already getting messages from people. I'm not saying I'm holding this one tight to the vest.
So all I got to say is both look good. However, the LP6s and LP4s, whether it's Baja Designs or Custom Dynamics, look more aggressive.
Yeah.
Gives it that more performance bagger look. Or you could go with the high cool headlight from OF Performance.
Yeah.
Just saying. I bet you can even buy it through rollingthrottle.com.
Well, I still have some questions about that one, but I mean, I'm not going to knock the guys over that because I haven't actually talked to them about what my concerns about it would be. But it's still a cool headlight.
Yep. See, Corey says do one pink and one purple.
Man, y'all with colors. Y'all might be on to something with the colors, but y'all are way off. Way off. Put it this way. Dr.Harley has already figured it out. And I know Dallas knows because Dallas, I was talking to him when I came up with it. But the idea will bring in more money to Custom Dynamics. It would be something that they would be making an add-on package for that.
You know, every video
Like
I
a
see.
neon Del Fuego sign to put on your
There you go.
Del Fuego for life.
That's gonna be a neon sign that's on the back of the saddlebags. Every time it hits and play, the brakes just say Del Fuego for life.
We're gonna make 2 Del Fuego and 1 Wild Hog. Your choice. No, I just recently did
I'll
a.
say Del Fuegos. Brakes will say Wild Hogs.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I just recently did a crash bar swap. Same brand and everything. I just went to a different color. So there's gonna be a video on that as soon as all this rain breaks and I can get out there to film it.
Nice. It looks good with the bronze on there.
It came out really good. I won't lose it in the sea of black bikes now.
No, well, you wouldn't have either in the past, even with the bronze accents that you did.
No, because that day I went and met you over there at the racetrack when I walked back to get my bike. Yeah, I was standing right behind it looking in the opposite direction of where it actually was. Like, I legitimately lost it to see a black bike. So I'm like, oh, crap. I'm not riding on the back of Doc's bike because I can't find mine. But, yeah, I did learn some cool stuff about old Santoro Fabworks, though.
Yeah.
If you want crash bars and you want them, I ain't going to say color matched, but if you can find the powder coat that matches the color you want, you can actually call them up and tell them, hey, can y'all do it in this color? And it's like a $300 upcharge for powder coat, which is pretty much $100 a part, which is more than what they, or it's actually less than what they charge here. So you can do really some cool stuff with it.
Yeah.
And they already have it on the website where you can actually match it to the color chachos that you have.
Nice. Now, Mr. Rolling Throttle says it's okay. Crystal will give you a ride.
I don't know how far I'd get with her. I might have a heart attack.
Or fall off.
I'd probably fall off because she ain't got a backrest or nothing.
And the way she twists that throttle, you'll definitely fall off. Did you guys have bad storms this evening?
I really got very minimal rain. But, I mean, you could hear thunder and lightning popping in the distance in each direction. I don't know what DDK got, but at my house, I barely got anything. My grass is like brown outside right now.
No, see, Dallas, I'd argue with that, Crystal being the best. I think Crystal and Penny and Mel are on a 3-way tie.
Beast.
We would throw Kelpfire in there, too, for a 4-way tie.
I was about to say, what about me? Oh, I lost some points this last Saturday.
Why? Why? You fell down, you get back up, and you rode.
Yep.
How's that losing points? That's gaining points.
Yeah, some people wouldn't even have lifted the bike back up and got back on it.
Some people say, well, I'm done. That's it.
Yep, you got back on it.
I did after I've checked and make sure that I was okay. I was still hurting, but then I looked at the bike. What happened to the bike?
See, now there's a biker. I don't
If
care
it
about
happened to me, I'd be back.
Tell me the bike's okay.
Yeah, tell me the bike's okay.
If it happened to me, I'd be like, is the bike okay? I'd be crawling over, broke leg and all. Oh my God, I crashed.
No. I did order a paint match paint corrector pen from Advan Black though. So
Their paint match is really good.
Yeah.
Even their paint pens are really good. I've ordered a few. And they are pretty much spot on. I just wish they had it for the envious green fade. So I had to go through Harley and get it, and that was not cheap.
You know, I looked too because the Sportster is purple haze. So Harley discontinued purple haze.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I looked, and Advan Black does not have purple haze. The only purple is that that mystic purple. And that's it. And that's not close enough to the purple haze. So I'm kind of SOL if I ever want to get anything painted to match.
No, they if you go to a paint shop, they can actually measure the paint and come up with the paint code.
Yeah.
Any body shop, a good body shop, will be able to do that. They bring out a little paint reader. It's an electronic thing. They put it on it, reads the paint that's on there, and it'll tell them exactly what they need to mix to match it.
I probably should get that done before it gets too old because after a while and the sun changes,
Yeah. See,
Good.
Corey says you definitely gained, and Jack agrees that you definitely gained. See,
I got told I'm a real biker now.
opposed to
I don't know, a fake one. Somebody
Honestly-
somebody whose bike spends more time in his driveway doing install videos than on the road. Right. No.
wow,
Oh,
shots fired.
Oh, Brian,
ow!
I actually have a video of Brian riding. So
I do too. I do
from
too.
last year,
It's quite the white elephant, isn't it?
apparently not. If we both have it, it's not the same
Oh, it's
video.
the same. Oh yeah, no, I have the video.
See,
From the
Corey says you're a badass.
Corey's a badass.
Is Brian not in here to defend himself?
No, he's not.
Well,
Okay.
Corey says that's not true. He takes it to Duncan all the time. So
Yeah, he does. And he drives it to work too. I just like picking on him.
No, it's not fake news, DDK.
No, he does ride.
He does to Dunkin' Donuts and back.
No, I
Oh, he
haven't.
does?
I have proof that he rides it to work too because
Yep.
he's taken a picture of it outside the office window in the parking lot. So
Well, that's across the street from his house. And Dunkin' Donuts is right next door to his office.
he does have a Dunkin' Donuts near his office. It was the best move they ever made. It was great.
Yeah. Well, I think when he was searching for a job, he was like, okay, who's near a Dunkin'? And okay, that's it.
He's another really awesome dude.
Trailered it to work. Wow.
Trailered it to work.
Coming from
And then took it
Drew,
off the trailer so he could take the picture.
coming from Drew, where his wife rode to Mob in the Mountains and he trailered. Just saying.
Shots fired.
you can't consider that trailering, though. Because if that's the case, then Kelp Fire and Fat Glide trailered.
Yes.
Oh, is it RV?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't count RVing as trailering. That's RVing. You just
Yeah.
happen to be able to fit your bike inside of it.
I'm taking my hotel and my bike. in the
Yeah.
same- yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Tweeta, way to ruin the joke. Thank you.
Well, I just had to stand up for him a little bit. He been out in the sun all day working hard.
Yeah, he has. I can't wait to see pictures of that thing done.
Dan says he has to quit hanging out with us. We're a bad influence.
Nah.
Only people he's gonna have to worry about hanging out with at the old folks' home because he keeps ignoring me. I'm about to have him omitted.
Nah.
See what he says now.
I don't know, Dan. That amber whiskey is a pretty color.
My opinion, because I owned one, in my opinion, that is the best shade of orange Harley has ever come out with. It's the best color they've ever come out with. In my opinion. Amber whiskey. It was
That's the one on
color.
the new ones?
No, that's
No,
the
that's
orange on
the-
Dan's bike.
What was the one on the new ones?
Whiskey
the new one
Fire.
is Whiskey Fire, yeah, or something like that.
Yeah, I like that one. That
Or
orange a little.
bourbons. I thought it was a bourbon fade or something like that.
The tobacco fade is for this year.
Tobacco fade, that's right.
That's this year.
That's more brownish orange.
That was the most popular color sold over Vivid Black, believe it or not, in 2014 and 2015.
What, the tobacco?
2015, the whiskey, amber whiskey.
Oh.
Amber whiskey, yeah.
Yep. And we could get the amber whiskey in 2015 on a road glide.
Well, at least that ain't road calling orange.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that one that they put out, that creamsicle orange. Ugh.
People making jokes in the comments.
Yeah. Well, stop
Yeah.
elder abuse, tweet. Okay. Quit picking
Hey.
on people because they're old.
Hey, well,
One
Just
day
don't be
you'll
old.
be.
just don't be ancient. I ain't gonna say, "Oh, don't be ancient."
One day, if you're lucky enough, you'll reach that age.
See,
Oh, I'll
Dan,
never reach that age. I already know it.
Dan doesn't think he's ignoring you, Tweedle, because he hadn't turned on his hearing aids.
Ah, maybe the batteries died in the hearing aids.
Poor Dan.
You
All
gotta
right.
speak a little louder, Tweedle.
All right, hold on. You guys are doing
Me.
this again.
You gonna let Dan defend himself?
Yep.
I'm just giving Dan crap. I was actually going to go to his house yesterday, but I didn't know if he was home. So he was actually going to be the first one to see the crash bars in person, which I guess technically he still could be. The sun will burn out before we reach that age.
Ooh.
All right, Dan, check your Instagram.
Yeah.
Get in here and defend yourself. Defend your honor like a good Southern gentleman.
He's ornery. I don't think he got to eat any ice cream today. You can tell by the language he's using that he ain't had ice cream today.
Ice cream or applesauce.
Yeah, or Jello pudding. Somebody, Tina, give him some Jello pudding.
Dan, get on your Instagram.
Bingo.
Get in here. Defend yourself. Put Tweedle in his place because this will be interesting.
No, I was really going to go over there and see him yesterday, but I didn't know if he was home, so I didn't go.
Where else would he go?
Well, I mean, he still works. I mean, you got to give it to him. 2,000 years old, and he's still working. Wish I could do that at 2,000.
Listen, you're just jealous you weren't around for the first Harley dealership.
Yeah, a little bit. You could have any color you wanted as long as it was black.
Not back then.
Yeah.
That's okay. With age comes experience.
That wasn't too far behind old Henry Ford, was it?
Next thing you're going to say, Dan babysat Jesus.
No, they were in preschool together, though.
Dan helped that Edison guy invent the light bulb, right?
That would be Tom Edison.
Actually, DDK invented it. He didn't want his picture taken for future generations to see him and realize he's immortal.
See, orange is better than black.
Yep.
Oh, here's
Now,
Brian.
He was pulling a prank on Benjamin Franklin when he told him to fly the kite. He wouldn't get zapped by lightning. So
There's Bry.
There's
Make
Bry.
fun of Bry, and you know.
I know. I made fun of Bry earlier.
Uh-oh. Here it is. Here it is.
What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, Pappy.
So I'm ignoring you? No, it's like I explained in the comment. I've learned to tune out whiny little bitch voices.
Well, you don't hear nothing from anybody, do you?
Not many.
How are you doing tonight, Dan?
I'm doing well. The big question is, how are you?
Convalescing.
I seen the bruises. Those are just nasty looking. I'm glad it was no worse than that.
Yeah. I am too.
I hope you get off your cane pretty quick.
My pimp stick.
Yeah.
So Brian wants to know, what did you say, Kelfire?
Oh, what'd I say? We were talking about bikes that don't go very far.
You said you put all those parts on your bikes and it never leaves the driveway. Except on a trailer.
See,
I
I
didn't
don't want you to feel intimidated. Dan's showing you the guns.
I know. Dan's.
I can about guarantee you he mowed the grass today.
No.
No? Wow.
No, I was running chainsaw this afternoon.
Living the thug life.
Yard work. Okay, gotcha.
No, I was over across the ridge. Had a couple of trees that was down after some of this wind, and had to get them cut up from across the road so I could open
Cut
the
the
road
grass
up.
is tomorrow.
Do what?
Cutting the grass is tomorrow, right?
Well, shit, there ain't no grass to cut right now in our neck of the woods.
Everything's brown.
Yeah, I mean my yard's brown.
No, Gene, I did not hit the mountain house on 30 east of Gettysburg. Didn't know it existed.
Down 30 East. That's 30 East is where we took 30 East to the turnpike to go to New Jersey. I'm pointing the wrong direction. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm glad you all had a good time at Gettysburg. I enjoyed the history lesson tonight, Doc.
Yeah,
good
he's
stuff.
he is the person to go to Gettysburg with. You will learn a lot.
I enjoy history. I'm a big, especially American history. I'm a big history buff. World history too, but more so American history. Yeah, shut up, Tweedle, prick.
You
Hey,
know
did
more
you
than
see
Doc does about Gettysburg because you was on the damn field when it happened.
Dan, did you see Tweedle's tag?
Do what?
Did you read Tweedle's tag?
Shit, he wishes.
Not elder abuse.
Daddy.
See what happens when you abuse the elders?
Hmm.
Got to make him still feel like he's young.
Mhm.
I got to quit running around with you damn young people.
Well, you
I
make
tried
it
to-
look bad.
I try to act too young when I'm around you.
No, wait a minute. I heard you rip just as hard, and certain
Sometimes
people.
harder.
Yeah.
It depends.
You never know what you're gonna get out of Dan when he's on a bike.
You're either
What's
gonna
that
get
supposed to be?
You're
Well,
like a
you don't
Jeff-
know. You don't know if you're gonna get chill Dan that just wants to have the breeze blow on him, or if you're gonna get hooligan Dan, or if you're gonna get fast Dan, or if you're gonna be like, if you don't get the hell out my way, I'm gonna drive my bike right over your car, Dan.
I
So
rode
you're trying to tell
behind
me Dan
Dan.
is like a Jekyll and Hyde on steroids?
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. He's like a box of chocolates.
I'm old. I'm entitled.
That's called multiple personality disorder.
It just depends if I had my morning coffee.
Facts.
Hey,
I think that's the reason why what happened to me on Saturday, because I had not had my coffee yet. That's what I said.
On our way to and from TMMR, you did not have coffee? Is that what you're saying?
I don't remember. I think I did. On the
Is
way
that
to
Alzheimer's disease?
yeah, when we left from Dallas's house, I think I had a cup of coffee before we left from Dallas's house
I
that day.
think so too, yeah.
But I don't think the morning we left TMMR, I don't think I had a cup of coffee that
I don't
morning.
think any of us did.
Oh. So we pretty much, well, I didn't even eat anything. I think Penny and Dallas, well, I think Dallas helped Penny. I can't remember, but no, I think Penny did fry up some sausage and stuff that morning. I
Yeah.
didn't eat anything.
Sausage and
It's bad. I don't even remember that morning.
eggs.
I remember the other morning when she made biscuits and gravy.
Well, see, I can remember that morning pretty good because I didn't get drunk the night before.
Yeah,
that was
there's
Friday
always
night.
some prick banging on the freaking window of the room I was in.
So yeah, you keep calling Dan old, but you were in bed before him every night.
Hey,
No, I wasn't every night.
Yeah,
I will say that when we was at mobbing, I think all of us in our entire cabin was probably in the bed by midnight every night. Because I mean, it was a riding event, so we were getting up early each morning
Yeah.
and going riding. So
I know I was up till 2 in the morning every day.
I I tend not to stay up real late if I know I'm getting up early to go riding, and I definitely tend not to tie one on.
Yeah,
If I know
Zach
I'm
and I
getting
were up late hanging out talking.
But Dan don't get hangovers.
I don't get hangovers that much. Now I'll get fuzzy headed. I mean, if I like, I'm here at Van 2 years ago. That first night up there, it was me and Bill and Sandman. Literally watched the sun come up, and we were still drinking, and we were supposed to go riding in like 2 hours. And I told him, I said, I'm not going to make that. And so I went in, and of course, all of us did. Went in and tried to get
Even
a little
John's getting in on this, Dan. Says you're old enough to remember when hangovers were invented.
Yeah, I done that. I invented that to for the weaker people.
So, Gene, I'm sorry to ask this earlier. He wants to know if anybody's going to Little Sturgis.
Yeah, that's the one. Is that the one in Kentucky? I'm assuming he's talking
Yeah.
about.
So,
I
Yeah.
think so.
No, I've never gone up that area. It's not all that far from me. What is it? Probably about 6 hours from us or something, maybe.
Something like that.
So it's not all that far from us. It's just I've just it's not like a turn and burn. So if you go up that way, you're going to be spending the night. And I don't camp unless it's in a camper because I don't like getting hot when I'm trying to sleep. Ain't nothing no worse than it being 100 degrees outside and you're trying to sleep in a tent and sweat coming off of you.
Oh, he's talking about the one in Apple Mountain in Little.
I don't know.
Orleans, Maryland.
Maryland. Oh.
I don't know that one. The only one I know that's called Little Sturgis is the one in Kentucky.
Oh, there's apparently another one in Maryland.
One is Maryland.
Yeah,
Little
Apple
Sturgis
Mountain.
is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to that one.
They call Apple Mountain East Coast Sturgis, not Little Sturgis. Little Sturgis is the Kentucky one, I think. One of them is called East Coast Sturgis. I think that's the Apple Mountain one. The Apple Mountain one's more is the one that has the reputation of being awfully rowdy.
The one in Kentucky is for sure. Oh, the one in Kentucky, yeah, that's like clothing optional.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I think it's more like if you have clothing on, it's frowned upon.
Both of them are. Yeah. Fat Glad just said both of them are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He would know.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun at Hog Rock. Hog Rock is one of those flat out parties.
But they get a little wild, like I said, up at the Little Sturgis. I've got some friends that's gone up there. It's I'd say it's probably maybe a little more adult oriented than the June Bug, the one they have out here in Middle Tennessee. That one gets pretty rowdy too.
Yeah, a lot of pineapples and Mardi Gras.
Watch it now. There's a pineapple people in the comments right now. They have a flag to prove it.
Got the banner to show.
Pineapple flag.
Rock out with your pocket out kinds. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now my next rally is going to be Smoky Mountain.
When is that?
Maryville.
When is that?
End of September, first week of October.
All right. Now then, my next one's going to be the Bikes Blues Barbecue in Eureka Springs in September.
Oh,
Or actually Fayetteville is where the actual rally is.
that's another one I'd like to go to one day.
Yeah, that one just kind of happened by circumstance. I got a friend of mine I work with. Every year we take a trip, 3, 4, 5 days or whatever, and just pick a different place, and we'll just try to find all the curviest back roads that you can find as we're going to our destination.
Mm-hmm.
And we was going to do this one last year to go to the Ozarks. Neither one of us have done the Ozarks. And, because of circumstances, it ended up not happening last year. So we decided, well, let's just do it. And so we just picked a date. And the more I got to looking at the date that he picked, I was like, man, I said, I think that might be close to that rally up there in the Ozarks, and looked it up. Sure enough, it's the same weekend. And I was actually surprised that we actually found a hotel in Eureka Springs during that weekend of the rally, and it was still normal price. I mean, it was like $120 a night or something. I'm like, well, usually for rallies, everybody quadruples their price.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Gene says Ocean City is really cool. He wants me to tell you, I love Ocean City, and in 2022 when I was there, it was the first time I was there, and apparently I missed a whole vendor area. I just knew the vendors that were there at the convention center. Apparently there's a whole nother vendor area somewhere I got to find.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Ozarks. Heard a lot of good things about some of the roads out there, so I'm anxious to check those out.
Yeah.
The pig trail. Everybody talks about the pig trail. Man, I definitely want to hit the pig trail.
Well, come on down to my house. I got the pig trail in my backyard. You may actually find a pig on it too.
You can keep those damn pigs down there.
Trail of pig blood.
Hey, they make good sausage.
Hey, that's all right. I'll be going. If this cow don't quit showing up over at my pond, I'm going to be filling my freezer full of some beef.
There you go.
I don't know whose cow keeps getting out, but it's been hanging out over at my pond, and it's been tracking all around the pond, crapping everywhere. And I told my wife, I said, it's going to pop its head up at the wrong time, and I'm going to put that thing in the freezer.
Not wrong with that. I mean, come on.
Well, if you run out of room in the freezer, just let me know. I got plenty of room in mine, but it might not be there later.
So did you dress out the pig?
Oh, yeah, we got it all butchered up and everything, and it's over there getting turned into jerky.
Oh, you did jerky with it?
Or not jerky, sausage.
That's what I'm going to say. I did sausage.
You said cow, and my head automatically went to jerky because now I want jerky. Thanks a lot.
Oh, that's Arkansas. Yeah, one of these days.
Well,
But,
guys, I'm getting tired, and I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it. And then I get the joy of being on call this weekend, so that sucks.
So, Dan, I'm going to tell you, I agree with you. Amber whiskey is where it's at.
I love the Amber whiskey. Trust me, I love my bike. But damn it, me and my wife both, ever since we saw Stacy ride in a TMMR on that Laguna Orange, I was like, God, that's a beautiful color.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
check
it
it
is.
out. And don't I've actually even looked at Shark Nose Laguna Orange bikes.
Yep.
I can spot them, and yeah, because it also, those Laguna Orange, they also have that the little bit of graphics on
Yeah.
it too.
And Metal Flake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the flake is what looks so good.
On our
that
way-
sun, oh my gosh.
Yeah, on our way up to Gettysburg in the RV, on the other side of the highway, I said, "Oh, there's a bike. Oh, that's a Laguna Orange Road Glide." It's like I could point it out. It's like, yeah.
And Kelfire, pleasure having you on tonight, young lady. Thank you for
you.
coming on. You and Tom, really
Thank you for
appreciate it. Of
having
course,
us.
Zach,
Yeah.
Dallas, he didn't come on. I don't know why, but that way she came on.
You don't know how to set the computer up.
Probably couldn't see the screen, to be honest with you.
He probably couldn't see the computer at all.
He's probably still got the curlers in his hair, and so he can't
Yeah.
take them out quite yet. So
Dan, thank you for coming on. Really
Oh, I-
appreciate it. I'm sorry, Tweedle's daddy.
Beatles daddy.
And
He's everybody's daddy.
and DDK's bitch. Who
Loves
loves the
the
sports
sports
dress,
dress.
apparently. Thanks for coming on. And
I am not professional noggin. I mean, moto noggin.
Noggin Jr.
well, it says right there in your tagline that you love the sports dress.
Well, that's because somebody went in there and changed it. It's below me right now. I'm on the cell phone, so I can't change it back.
Well, I won't confirm nor deny that statement. But I'd like to thank everybody in the side chat tonight for hanging out for the 2 hours and almost 35 minutes. I really appreciate it. Gettysburg is definitely worth the trip. I absolutely highly recommend that rally. I always enjoy it. But again, it's the people you hang around with.
Yeah.
Like every event I've been to this year, it's the people that you hang around with that really make the event. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, with all that being said, everybody, you have the best life. Can't speak now. I'm so tired. You live the best life you can. Ride often and ride hard.
Good night.